Brought to you by JEGS.
Nitrous oxide, also known as NOS, squeeze, spray, laughing gas, N2O, juice, or simply the bottle, is a popular and inexpensive way to add power at the push of a button. When correctly installed and operated per the manufacturer's directions, it's safe and reliable as well. Nitrous oxide systems work by adding nitrous oxide gas to the intake system of the engine, allowing more fuel to be burned, creating more power. Systems can provide increases from 25 horsepower to over 1,000, but a typical factory V8 engine can handle 100 to 150 additional horsepower without harm. Nitrous systems come in two basic forms, dry and wet. A dry system injects only nitrous oxide gas and relies on the engine's normal fuel delivery system for enrichment. Due to the limits of most factory fuel delivery systems, a dry nitrous delivery system is typically only used for lower horsepower street strip applications. A wet system adds both nitrous and fuel to the engine. Wet systems require fuel systems capable of supplying higher horsepower levels and are typically used on dedicated racing vehicles. There are also several ways that nitrous and fuel can be delivered. Plate systems use a spacer with a spray bar or perimeter ports between the carburetor or throttle body and intake manifold or plenum. Single-point systems use a nozzle in the intake tract to supply nitrous and fuel to all the cylinders, while multi-point systems typically have one nozzle per intake runner to give each cylinder its own supply. Horsepower is controlled through fuel and nitrous jets. These are small machined inserts with precisely sized orifices measured in thousandths of an inch. When the fuel and nitrous solenoid valves open, these jets regulate how much flows into the engine. Every system comes with a chart of recommended jetting for specific horsepower levels for safe operation. The basic nitrous system will either be on or off, and for large horsepower increases, this can be too much for your vehicle's available traction. To help control the delivery of power, multiple stages of nitrous can be used. Two or more small stages take the place of a large single stage to allow a gradual addition of power. Another method of varying a nitrous system's power delivery is a progressive controller. This is an electronic device that is programmed to very rapidly pulse the solenoids that turn the system on and off, which allows the power to be gradually introduced. Like any power adder, it's important to use appropriate safety devices to protect both your engine and yourself from potential harm. When used as instructed, nitrous oxide is arguably the safest form of power adder because unlike a turbocharger or supercharger, when the system is inactive, it is placing no additional load or restriction on the engine. The primary safety feature included with every nitrous system is a wide-open throttle switch. When the system is armed and ready, the throttle switch prevents activation when the engine is at part throttle. This switch can be a simple mechanically operated electrical micro switch or an electronic component that uses the signal from the engine's throttle position sensor. Another optional safety device is an RPM or window switch, which only allows system activation above a preset engine speed and shuts the system down above a predetermined maximum RPM. This device prevents engine damage due to system activation too early in the RPM range or beyond the engine's red line. Fuel and oil pressure switches can also be incorporated to prevent activation if fuel or oil pressure falls too low. All of these activation devices can be used alone or in series with the throttle switch for added peace of mind. Your nitrous system manufacturer will also provide you with a recommended ignition retard setting for your jets. Because nitrous oxide speeds up the combustion process, less ignition advance is needed, and following this recommendation is critical to avoiding engine damage from spark knock. Older vehicles with non-electronically controlled ignitions can simply run reduced base timing, while EFI engines without adjustable distributors will require a flash tune or external electronic ignition retard device activated by the nitrous system control circuit. When adding 100 horsepower or more using nitrous, spark plug heat ranges need to be one step colder for every 100 horsepower added. Non-projected plugs are recommended, as projected plugs expose themselves more to combustion gases and may cause pre-ignition. Spark plug gaps should be reduced for use with nitrous, as additional nitrous and fuel in the combustion chamber makes it harder for the spark to jump the gap. Use copper plugs. Plugs with platinum or exotic metal electrodes are not recommended because the tips can get extremely hot, leading to deterioration or even the tip breaking off, causing engine damage. It is imperative to understand how to read a spark plug after a pass when using nitrous and make adjustments if necessary. If ever in doubt, please call us for a correct spark plug recommendation. Finally, the nitrous oxide tank itself needs to be treated with respect. It should be mounted securely as the manufacturer directs, and if it is located in an area not separated from the passenger compartment by a fixed barrier, like a trunk, it needs to have a blowdown tube connected to the safety valve to direct the contents outside the vehicle in case of activation. This valve is designed to release pressure long before it reaches a dangerous level, and it should never be tampered with or blocked. Nitrous tanks should never be heated using an open flame. This will compromise the integrity of the tank, possibly without leaving visible damage, and can lead to catastrophic failure. A thermostatically controlled electric heater or warm water bath is the safe, professional way to keep nitrous pressure consistent. By following the instructions and choosing the right system for your vehicle, nitrous oxide can be an inexpensive and safe route to more power. For more information, visit us online at www.jegs.com or give us a call at 800-345-4545.
Brought to you by JEGS Fast Delivery, your source for high performance and quality, delivering performance since 1960. JEGS.com